So this is CryptoKingJay back with another video. Let's start this video off right. I want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. I'm not giving anyone financial advice. I do personally invest in Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, Litecoin, and a bunch of other cryptocurrencies. Everything you hear on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. And I just want you to know that when investing, you have the potential to lose it all. So with that in mind, let's get into the news. So today's article, I wanted to go over some of the news for today. I wanted to talk about this guy, Jim Breyer. He's one of my favorite investors. I've read, a couple different autobiographies on this guy. So this article is titled, as you can see, Venture Legend Predicts Crypto Boom After Nuclear Winter. So as you guys all know, this has been a terrible, really kind of a terrible year for crypto. At least the last, let's say 11 months has been just horrible. I'm sure everybody's lost their shirt. A lot of people are probably freaking out. The hodlers, we're still not freaking out because we know it's coming, but this has been a bad year. This has been, especially this winter, definitely the nuclear winter. So let me get into this. So Jim Breyer, one of the most successful investors in the world and owner of Breyer Capital, recently reinvigorated investor confidence in the crypto industry. He firmly believes that even though the market is heading for what he describes as a nuclear winter, digital currencies will eventually undergo a rebound. Breyer's comments came in an interview at the 2018 Global Tech Forum held in China. One of the subjects covered during his contribution to the event was the current state of blockchain technologies, in which the billionaire investor remains bullish. So Breyer has advised not to bet against the smartest brains in the world. And this is simple, guys. If literally the biggest, the best, and the brightest companies, minds, people, etc., are all working on the blockchain technology, whether that's, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, doesn't matter. They're all working on blockchain technology. This is kind of that new technology that hasn't been fully tapped into yet. It's very similar to the .com, when all that came about. People, the best and the brightest people, start working on it because they saw this is the future. And, digital currencies, now, especially now that we're in a digital age, of course, digital currencies are going to be the future. So the elite intellectuals Breyer is referencing happen to be the PhDs, computer scientists, and students at universities such as Harvard, Stanford, and one of the biggest universities in Beijing that I cannot pronounce, as well as entrepreneurs and technologists who are all firm backers of blockchain technologies. What he says is so many of the very best computer scientists and deep learning PhD students and postdocs are working on blockchain because they have so much fundamental interest in what blockchain can mean. Okay. So I guess I will read this part. So it must be said that he makes a great point here. If so many of the world's most intelligent individuals, as well as groups, strongly believe in the success of blockchain technologies, it would be foolish for investors to turn their backs on crypto investment. That's pretty much what I've been saying in all my videos. Just think about it. The banks, the big money, if they're in the market, if they're buying right now while everybody else is selling, what is that telling you? Even Facebook, they're trying to get into crypto. Amazon trying to get into crypto. Harvard, Stanford, University of Texas, Austin, they're getting into crypto. Why is all that happening if, the crypto market is dead or, Bitcoin's going to zero? It's not, guys. It's simple. It's just following the money, following the bright minds, and, doing what they're doing. So speaking from experience, Breyer compared current investments in blockchain technologies to the post-.com era. Over a 5-year period that began in 1995, the value of tech companies grew exorbitantly, with many of these startups hugely overvalued due to investors' lack of industry knowledge. By the turn of the new millennium, what we now know as a dot-com crisis ensued, wiping close to $5 trillion off the market. So this time when they had that dot-com boom, it's very similar to January, or so let's say December 2017, January 2018 of this year. We had all these people that are just first hearing of crypto. They're like, oh, let me throw all my money into the market. Let me invest in this coin, that coin, that coin, having no industry knowledge, just investing blindly instead of thinking, what is the actual use of this cryptocurrency? Is there a real world use of this currency? Or am I just investing because I heard a lot of people made a lot of money, which is really what happened at the beginning of this year. And my opinion, I'm pretty much done with this article, but my opinion is going forward, I mean, so many of the people that invested early last year, that they invested and they were like, wow, I just lost, 50% of my investment, so I'm going to pull out. Those are the people that are going to get in, in quarter one and quarter two of 2019 when they see the market booming again, because that's all they're looking at. They're just looking at the prices. They're like, wow, people are making money, so I need to get in, instead of looking at, oh, people are making money on this specific currency, and this specific cryptocurrency is going to boom because of these specific reasons. So obviously, you guys know, for me, I'm bullish on Ripple. Has the most practical use case, has the most partnerships with billion, million, trillion, billion-dollar companies. So that's my take on it, obviously. But so I also wanted to get into this article a little bit, because as we've been talking about, the different Bitcoin ETFs, what the SEC is doing, Bitwise in the meantime launches 2 new funds to take advantage of the market decline. So 2 new liquid beta funds that focus solely on Bitcoin and Ethereum have been released by Bitwise Asset Management. Okay, so the key word there was solely. They are focused solely on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that is one thing to kind of take note of. They're not focused on Ripple. They're not focused on Litecoin, but they are focused solely on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the beta funds offer a liquid and low-cost facility to investors. The idea effectively provided them with a better chance of gaining a return on their investments on both Bitcoin and Ethereum assets, which are trading at 81 and 92% lower than their peak valuations. Okay, so for people investing in this fund, let me see, it's somewhere here. I'm pretty sure they said the minimum was so this will require a minimum investment of $1 million and come with an all-in expense ratio of 1%. And then they also offer a lower class, which has a minimum investment required of $25,000 with a 1%, 1.5%, basically management fee. That's what you want to call it. So last thing I kind of want to go over is what the CEO, Hunter Horsley, actually said. He said, though an ETF has not yet been approved, investors and advisors like the fund format because it's professionally managed and simplifies access to best-in-class custody, trading, reporting, and tax preparation, and allows for the safe capture of events like hard forks and airdrops. So basically, this fund, I mean, it's as close to an ETF as it really can be without being an ETF, simply because ETFs haven't been approved. But really, in my opinion, I would call this an ETF. You're going to have big money players coming in. Obviously, if the minimum investment's $1 million, the very lowest for their second class would be $25,000. You're talking about big money entering the market. So if you're one of those people that are bullish on Bitcoin, are bullish on Ethereum, what do you think this is going to do? This is going to drive prices. This is going to drive prices to exorbitant levels. I mean, and then with quarter one coming and the NASDAQ confirming that they will have, a Bitcoin futures coming up, man, shit's going to go crazy. So I'm going to leave the link to these 2 articles below this video. But that's all I got for this one. So if you like the content, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are on this news. I will be dropping my daily HODL report I'm going to record in about 5 minutes, probably going to take about an hour to upload. But that's all I got for this video. So this is CryptoKingJay, and I'm out.